What is up? It's Camacho again today with another episode about cryptocurrency. Today, I'm going to talk about BRC-20 ordinals, right? The BRC-20 protocol on Bitcoin. I'm going to be revealing what it is today, give you an overview, a rundown of what that is, and then answer any questions you might have in the chat and comments below, all right? So what is BRC-20? BRC-20 is one of the family of ordinals, but specific to the Bitcoin blockchain, right? It's specific to Bitcoin. It's a contract innovation similar to that of Ethereum's ERC-20 protocol, right? But now within the Bitcoin ecosystem itself, right? BRC-20 is a standard. It's a prominent innovation, very great and interesting innovation, specifically within the Bitcoin ecosystem, not Ethereum, right? So it gives you the ability to create essentially smart contracts and to store data directly on BTC, Bitcoin's blockchain itself. That is huge, right? Because Bitcoin has a massive market cap, a massive set of users use Bitcoin, and now this gives the functionality to Bitcoin to be able to add the capabilities of smart contracts to create things like NFTs, to create new minted coins like on Ethereum, so on and so forth, right? And we're going to get into that right now. So what is BRC-20, right? It introduces a new structured approach of token creation, manipulation, and really interaction within the Bitcoin ecosystem itself, similar to that of Ethereum. It aims to replicate and extend the functionalities of Ethereum's ERC-20 protocol in token standard, enabling developers to issue, transfer, and manage ownership of tokens directly within the Bitcoin ecosystem, right? Now you don't have to create something on Ethereum. You don't have to pay those high gas fees. You don't have to use that ridiculous gas in general, right? From Ethereum, you could just do this all within the Bitcoin ecosystem and blockchain itself. So what are the kind of core principles of BRC-20, okay? So one, there's token standardizations, right? You can issue tokens. BRC-20 provides a standard set of rules and protocols for token operations, so that ensures consistency, interoperability, and seamless integration across different platforms and applications that may use this particular standard, right? It also, as I mentioned, offers smart contract functionality. It utilizes the capabilities of ordinals or inscriptions. BRC-20 incorporates smart contract-like functionalities directly onto the Bitcoin network, allowing for complex token mechanics without departing from Bitcoin's original infrastructure itself. Like, you don't need to go outside of Bitcoin and use a second layer or something like that, right? It does it directly there within the Bitcoin blockchain, okay? So there's a couple key features and functionalities to this. There's one, token operations. The standard BRC-20 defines essential token operations, including token issuance or deployment, transferring, approval, balance inquiring, facilitating a wide range of other economic activities and interactions that can now take place directly within the Bitcoin ecosystem and on the Bitcoin blockchain itself, right? Number two, core functionality is interoperability. It's designed with compatibility in mind, so BRC-20 tokens can easily interact with other tokens, smart contracts, and decentralized applications such as DApps, decentralized apps, within the Bitcoin ecosystem, which then can foster a rich environment for developers and users alike to create very neat and interesting applications and interesting use cases and so forth, right? So I'm going to give you kind of a couple different applications and a couple different use cases of this new BRC-20 protocol. So one, there's a decentralized finance platform kind of behind it, right? Similar to what Ethereum has been doing for a few years. BRC-20 tokens can now be used to create decentralized finance solutions like Ethereum, right? So, such things as, lending platforms, decentralized exchanges or DEXs, yield farming programs directly on the Bitcoin blockchain, not Ethereum, right? The uniqueness of Ethereum was to be able to do all of this before anybody else can do it, right? Within their smart contracting system. Now this is opening it up to many other people, many other blockchains are doing the same thing with these new protocols, which is a huge innovation, right? And now people don't have to be relying on Ethereum, which is kind of interesting that people are still using Ethereum so much in the first place, right? I like Ethereum, but this is something brand new. So next, the second kind of use case or application is to create digital assets and collectibles like NFTs, right? The standard of BRC-20 enables you to, tokenize digital assets, including art, collectibles, virtual real estate, and offers creators new avenues for monetization and distribution, similar to NFTs, right? So you can create these things, these digital artifacts on the Bitcoin blockchain itself through this new protocol. Number 3 is kind of governance and utility tokens, right? You haven't been able to do that within Bitcoin, the Bitcoin ecosystem before, but now projects can issue BRC-20 tokens to facilitate governance mechanisms and use for utility and do airdrops and things like that within the native Bitcoin ecosystem itself, which now enhances community engagement and participation, creates all new types of marketing activities and marketing opportunities for the people that are actually creating these digital assets, right? One thing I want to talk about is kind of the advantages of BRC-20. It has the security of Bitcoin. That's one thing, right? The Bitcoin network is very, very secure. It's built on the BRC-20 standard, and it will automatically inherit the robust security features of the Bitcoin network. And it's one of the most secure and tested blockchains on the planet, right? Nothing else has been kind of tested as much as Bitcoin itself. The network effect of this is going to be hugely advantageous for the people that create these digital assets, right? Bitcoin has the largest market cap, has the largest kind of network behind it. Everybody knows the name Bitcoin. It's getting into common kind of culture and languages all around the world now. So it will have a massive network effect. And leveraging, Bitcoin's widespread adoption and already existing network effects, BRC's 20s stand to benefit from this high visibility of liquidity and integration to the broader crypto ecosystem, right? So everybody is going to find out about this sooner or later. It's already making kind of waves in the crypto space and has been, but it's going to really take off here in the next probably 6 to 18 months, I'd say for sure, right? So next, there are some challenges, right? And they revolve around scalability. They revolve around transaction costs. They revolve around smart contract limitations. Is Bitcoin, the network BTC, going to be able to scale enough to facilitate, adequate transaction fees and costs? Like Ethereum's gas and fees have just gone ridiculously through the roof. Is that going to happen with Bitcoin as this scales up, right? Is it going to impact the adoption and functionality of BRC-20s when this kind of clogs up and gets congested, right? We will see, right? Next is kind of smart contract limitations. Compared to Ethereum, Bitcoin offers limited smart contract capabilities. Ethereum does still offer many more capabilities, which could restrict, the complexity of applications that can be built and developed within this BRC-20 token ecosystem. I think that will improve over time. I think that will get better, very, very much over time. And so I'm not too worried about that. And I think that will be solved. But right now it is a limitation, right? So BRC-20s are a huge milestone for Bitcoin. Huge milestone in the evolution of the Bitcoin ecosystem, huge, advancement in how cryptocurrency can be used in general. The flexibility of it, the functionality of tokenization on the world's first blockchain, Bitcoin. It's amazing that you can now store. It's turning into like literally a world computer. And that's what kind of Ethereum was turning into. But now Bitcoin itself is turning into that. So we're having all these blockchains turn into like all these different types of computing systems that can, store and call and transfer and do all these different things with these digital assets and trade them, and they're immutable, right? So very, very interesting stuff. It has the potential to unlock tons of new possibilities, tons of new use cases for creators, for developers, driving new forms of innovation within the crypto communities, within the Bitcoin communities, so on and so forth, right? Now, I want to show you something really quickly, an example, and I showed this on my last video, but there is a way that you can go and inscribe and create your own BRC-20 tokens. And that is right here on Unisat. There are other ones available out there. Unisat is probably the furthest along. You can create your own NFTs. You can create your own, let's just go to the marketplace. You could create your own BRC-20 tokens. You could create your own BRC-20 names. All kinds of things right here. This right here will show you, what tokens have actually been minted and how many holders there are for each of those tokens. It'll show you if you can mint them or not. Hams has not been minted out yet, right? Dodge has not been minted out yet. Many of these have been minted out yet. You can go to this website and actually start minting these coins for a small amount of Bitcoin, and then get these coins delivered directly to your wallet and start trading them right away, right? So go ahead and go to Unisat, go start making some money, go start exploring this ecosystem. It's very, very exciting. I'm not sure where it'll go, but let's see where it goes together. If you like this episode, my name is Dan, Crypto Camacho. Subscribe to this video below, leave a comment if you want to know more about this, and I will see you next time.